Jesus walks on water. What happens when you throw a rock in the water? It sinks, right? What will happen if you try to walk on water? You will drown, but not Jesus. A long time ago, Jesus asked his disciples to wait for him on the boat while he went up to a mountain to pray. As the disciples waited for Jesus at the boat, a strong storm blew the boat away. The disciples tried hard to row the boat back to the shore, but to no avail. The disciples were worried about Jesus and wondered what they could do to get their master to the boat. Suddenly, they saw a man walking on the water. The disciples panicked, thinking that the man was about to drown. Instead, he walked over the water and reached the boat safely. One of the Jesus disciples, Peter, asked if he could too walk on water. But at the moment he took his eyes off Jesus and concentrated on the waves, he began to sink. Jesus grabbed Peter and saved him. Finally, the disciples realized that Jesus was the Son of God. It can be one of the best Bible stories for kids to teach about Jesus. So, the moral lesson we get from this story is make God your focus, not your problems. Jesus stops a storm. Do you know of the miracle Jesus performed? Want to hear a cool miracle story? Okay then. Once, Jesus Christ was traveling through the Sea of Galilee with his disciples. But soon a violent storm engulfed them. Water filled in the boat and it began to sink. Jesus was asleep, so his disciples went to wake him up. Then Jesus woke up, stood facing the sea, and commanded it to be calm. And just like that, the storm went away. It is a very short Bible stories for kids, and it is easy for you to act out, huh? So, the moral lesson we get from this story is, with faith in God, nothing is impossible. The birth of Jesus. Waiting for Christmas, huh? Do you know that Christmas is the birthday of Jesus Christ? Do you know the wonderful story of Jesus' birth? When Mary gave birth to baby Jesus, it was night time. Some shepherds who were tending to their sheep nearby were startled when an angel appeared before them. But the angel had brought good news for them. He told the shepherds that the Savior has finally came and it was the time to see him. Soon, other angels appeared and showed the way to find baby Jesus. So, the shepherds made their way to the Bethlehem, following the wonderful, bright stars in the sky. Not just the shepherds, the kings too made their way to see baby Jesus, their Savior. And so, all the world converged at the maddest manner to see the Savior of the world. It was a time to rejoice and celebrate. Now you know the story of Jesus' birth. So, the lesson we get from this story is Jesus is the Savior of man. The creation story. Have you ever wondered how this beautiful universe came into being? This creation story is what you need to look back in time. In the beginning, there was no time, no lights, no darkness. No, nothing existed but God. Then the God decided to bring forth His power. On the first day, God created the heaven and the earth. But the earth had no forms. So God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. This was how day and night were born. On the second day, God created all the oceans, lakes, and rivers. On the third day, God commanded dry land to appear on earth. Soon, God created all the beautiful trees and the plants we see today. Then came the fourth day. God filled the sky with sun, the moon, and the countless stars. But there was more to come. On the fifth day, God breathed His life into the water and created the sea creatures. He also created all the beautiful birds on the fifth day. Next, God called the fourth living beings animals of all shapes and sizes to fill the earth on the sixth day. Reptile, insects, and animals now call earth their home. God also created the first humans, Adam and Eve, on the sixth day of creation. Now that the earth was ready and buzzing with life, the God declared the seventh day as the day of rest. The lesson we get from the creation story is God is the creator of everything we see today. The story of Adam and Eve. After the God had created heaven and the earth, filled it with life of all kinds of creatures, He decided to create humans in His image. So He took some clay and molded it into shape of a man. Then God breathed life into that clay man and gave it life. Soon the man opened his eyes and saw the wondering heaven that was created by God. God named the first human as Adam. God loved Adam very much and created a beautiful garden for him. The Garden of Eden became Adam's home. But God soon saw that Adam was lonely and needed a company. So He took a rib from Adam and created a beautiful woman. He called her Eve. Now Adam and Eve were very happy in their beautiful home. They had all that they could ever need. All the beauty of God's creation was theirs. But, God forbade them from eating the fruit of knowledge, which was on the tree in the middle of the garden. But devil did not like this happy family. So he took a shape of a snake. He called Eve and tempted her to eat the fruit of knowledge. Eve could not resist the temptation, and along with Adam, she ate the forbidden fruit. Soon, everything changed. Adam and Eve were no longer the happy and carefree souls. God was very sad that His children had disobeyed Him. But He could not stop the consequence. So he told them, now you'll have to suffer. You'll have to earn your living and live in pain. Nothing will come easy for you, and one day you will die. This story is one of the best kids' Bible stories from the Old Testaments. So, the lesson we get from Adam and Eve's story is we should obey God's laws.